Well, I've enjoyed a brief time in Ontario, Canada, and we're here at Lake St. Clair, which is on the Ontario border with Detroit, getting ready to cross back into the States. But enjoyed learning a little bit of the Baptist history in Canada over the last couple days. I find it interesting that the earliest Baptist church in Canada seems to have been started with the efforts of a man named Alline, and he was a young man when he passed away. I believe he only lived to about the age of 35, but he was born in New England, in Newport, Rhode Island, and his family had the opportunity to get some land up in, I believe it was Nova Scotia, and so they went up there, and through the course of time, Henry drew close to the Lord and just got a fervor in his heart for revival and for preaching. He was not educated in any seminary or anything like that, self-taught. And in time, he was able to finish his responsibilities with the family farm and just began an itinerant preaching ministry that really kind of expanded more and more. He wrote hymns, he wrote several books, and he made an itinerant preaching circuit on horseback, on foot, and even on dog sled during the harsh winter times. Probably his labors and the incessantness of them took him to an early grave, many would think and say that, but the churches that he left behind there, many of them were Baptist churches, and several continued on. And so from those maritime Atlantic provinces was a big an area where a lot of Baptist work began and then moved from east to west. Another way that Baptist movement grew in Canada was through Mennonites that had moved to Canada that got a clear picture, clear understanding of Bible doctrine, Baptist doctrine, and started several solid Baptist churches that way. And then another interesting thing that happened in the early 1900s was the Fisherman's Revival. And the Fisherman's Revival among the fishing community that was along the north shore of Lake Erie in Ontario. And through the course of that, many Baptist churches dotted that shoreline for many years through that interesting revival. And so, of course, there's Baptist missionaries going to Canada, but also Canadians sending out missionaries as well. So an interesting brief history of just a little bit about Canadian Baptist history here for you this afternoon.